Aqua gang. What's going on, my beautiful Aqua Soul family? It's your girl, Empress 777 here today with a general love message for my Aquarian gang. I hope you guys are doing super fantastic. I most certainly am. Holy angels and spirit guides gives exactly what it is that we need to know. Please, please. This. Yeah. Give us exactly what we need to know, spirit. Okay. In regards to my Aquarians, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs, these messages are still general, even though this feels very specific. If this is your message, you might be quite happy with yourself and what you've accomplished here. Okay. The savage in you may have a bit of a laugh. Okay, a laugh deep from the gut belly of the soul. Anywho, for the rest of us, take what resonates, guys, okay? Leave the messages that are not resonating with you for whoever they are here for, and just take what is resonating with you and your situation. Cross watchers, you're also welcome here, okay? So just place yourself where you belong in the storylines. That's how it goes. Anything else? Yeah, click that like button. You know, do that. It really helps, you guys. All jokes aside, I want to really just show my gratitude for the beautiful family and the beautiful community that we've built here on this channel. We are continuing to grow, and I just truly appreciate you guys, okay? From the sincerest place in my heart, you guys, I am so appreciative for all of you. So thanks for those of you who do that every time. For those of you who don't know what that like button is for, it's so that people can find us, so that we can keep growing and dominating, babe. So go ahead and click it, please, okay? As well as the subscribe button if you want to make it official and become a part of the gang. Click the notification bell as well, so you can be notified when I upload on the channel. Hope that wasn't too long. You like, girl, you're giving us our flowers. It's never too long. I'm just saying, I know some of y'all be like, come on now, get to it. We don't got time for it. Got it. Shall we get to our pre-shuffle, you guys, okay? I'm going to read all of the cards that have come out, and then I'll delve into the energies that are emanating here today. So we have space. I need more time to think. Oh, really? We also have reciprocity. I want to have equal give and take. Really? This is crazy. You might actually even be saying this, because that's what I'm feeling. It's like the caucasity, right? The audacity, the cojones of this person. They are definitely changing their tune. I feel like whatever this is that they were asking for, whatever this is that they thought they were asking for, they didn't really want it, okay? They didn't really want it, because once you gave it to them, now they're crying, okay? Tattoo tears all over the place. All right, on this side, we have soul tie and time. It says, I always feel connected to you. And it says, I'm afraid it's too late to take action. I feel like this person fucked around and found out. They either have forced your hand to release them, or they definitely were showing up in ways that suggested that they didn't really want you, that they didn't really know what to do with you, that you weren't a prize, however, you were an option. All of these things are showing up, right? In any case, this is somebody who was not appreciative, right? There's no appreciation here. This is somebody who kind of felt entitled to the behavior that you would have been possessing in this connection. I don't want to step on any toes, but I do feel like you overextended, you overgave in this relationship. This would be why this person thinks reciprocity shows up as you doing the brunt of the work, you doing whatever it is that they're asking you to do, and they kind of just get to do what they want to do. Because this is, I want equal give and take, yet this person is talking about they want space. So I get this notion that this person has their own definitions, right? They have their own set of definitions. Fuck what Webster is talking about, okay? They have their own definitions in reference to what love looks like, in reference to what equal give and take and reciprocity look like. You spoiled this person, or you either got on board with however they were wanting you to show up for a small amount of time. I don't get that you did it willingly. I feel like you genuinely liked this person. So the things that you were pouring into this were definitely from your heart, right? It was genuine. It was extremely pure. And it was things that you wanted to do. But I feel like the way that this person viewed it is kind of like that's how it was supposed to be. So for whatever reason, there has been a fracture in this relationship. You're like, girl, for whatever reason, what about everything you just said? Okay. talking from this person's perspective, you guys, because they're still acting like they don't know why. They still acting like they don't care. Even if they out of their mouths said, I'm not ready for a relationship, right? I'm not ready for exclusivity. I'm not ready to be tied down. I don't want a boyfriend. I don't want a girlfriend. I'm not a marriage type of person. I don't see myself doing that. Or I don't like to spend X amount of time with a person. Or yeah, I saw your text message and you may have saw that I read it, but I get back to shit when I get back to it. Like that, I don't surround myself around you. My life doesn't revolve around you. These are all of the energies that I'm hearing coming out of this person's. This is everything that's coming out of their energy, you guys. Okay. Very selfish. Very self-absorbed, right? And they do feel like their definitions hold power. They feel like that's actually the way things should be. So in their mind, the way that things were going was reciprocity. So if you try to switch shit up, if you try to balance out the scales, if you tried to get anything out of this that was different from what they felt like they should be putting in it, you would have gotten pushback. And I feel like this, for some of you, this person may have actually asked for space. They may have actually said that they just want to be friends, or they may have actually asked to take a break, to, you know, release themselves from this, to get out of this connection. You're too much. You're asking for too much. You're doing too much. That's the energy that I'm getting. And now they're hitting a brick wall. Full speed, darling. Full speed ahead. They have no brakes in that car. I'm seeing like a visualization of somebody like screaming to the top of their lungs. You're going to blow one of those pipes in your vessels if you don't start screaming like that. There are no brakes in that car. They are vastly trying to stop it, right? So they are actively trying to stop the thoughts, trying to stop this need to come back towards you, right? They're trying to stand 10 toes down in their decision. If this is not somebody who actively asked for a separation, they did things to bring space. All of their energy prior to now suggests that they want space, suggests that they want separation. Okay? Because once you started to voice yourself, it wasn't fair anymore. To them, that's not how equals play here. This person may be, I feel like they have some very strong beliefs about roles in a relationship as well. Okay. So their tune is changing. You haven't done anything to change this person's tune. This is all happening by way of their own spirit being convicted. Okay. They're getting what they asked for, yet they hate it here. They hate it here. I'm afraid it's too late to take action. So for some of you, this person may actually know that you are fully involved elsewhere. You may have a whole nother boyfriend, a whole nother girlfriend. You may be involved already. And even if you are not, this might actually be what they're thinking. Okay. This person does feel connected to you on like more of a soul level. I feel like they're trying to talk themselves out of those energies, however, right? Like they're trying to talk themselves out of the love talk. Even though that's definitely what it is possessing. Okay, feelings of love. You're like, bitch, that is not love, Empress. I'm just talking about from their perspective. They are trying to lie to themselves and talk them out of it, however, okay? So we have manifestation. See? So you're showing up in this person's dreams. They do want to know more about who you are as a person, because this individual kind of felt like them asking for space would actually attach you more. Okay, it was supposed to be sort of a reverse psychology type of thing, and you granting them and manifesting this wish of theirs, yet it only landed them in this sort of imprisonment is really boggling their mind. We have trial and error. Okay. So I feel like this person is like, wow, I did the wrong experiment on Aquarius. I chose the wrong route, right? They feel like there might be a way for them to fix things, because trial and error is about taking another approach. They do view you now as the standard, even if they have tried to move on. For some of you, they are not exploring other connections or other relationships. Okay. Their mind just won't allow them to do it. So they may have tried to go on a date and it literally gives them the ick. Ciao. Willingness to try new things is what trial and error is about as well. So this person may actually be getting it at this juncture, right? They may be getting the full picture, full clarity about what it is that you were actually asking for. They possibly may be talking to people that's letting them know that you actually weren't asking for too much, but you already knew that. So this is why you were willing to walk away from this. Yeah, this situation is renewing this person, you guys, okay? Look, I'm sorry. Look. Local travel. Okay? This person's mind is going on a trip. And even though it feels locally, this car has no brakes, bitch. They're going billion miles per hour. Billion miles. Pew! This is a releasing of energies. This is also a releasing of habits and patterns, because I feel like this person was led to believe that this is the way that things go. Maybe they saw this is how their dad treated their mom. This is how their mom treated their dad, right? They have these norms about relationships that they think this is just how it goes, but it has failed. Okay, this is an error. And the only reason why this person is viewing it as an error is because of this soul tie. It doesn't necessarily mean that this is a soulmate, right? You can have a soul tie with someone who is not necessarily your soulmate. They're not able to release you as quickly as they thought that they would have been. Now, are they, right? They actually thought that this request, you would not have granted them that you would have actually asked them why they wanted to break up, that you would actually possibly beg them to not go, don't leave, stay, come back. All of which you did not do. And now there is suffrage, right? You have respected their boundaries and they didn't quite want that, right? So this is somebody who is now getting what they asked for, and they, like I said, they are suffering. You asked for it, right? This is their thought patterns. I asked them for this. I treated them in a way where I made it seem like I wanted this separation, this space, this non-existence, really, right? Indifference, even if you're still communicating with this person, I feel like there is a extreme boundary in the middle. You're not giving them what you were giving them before. It has changed drastically. For some of you, you're not even giving them anything, right? Like barely a hey. Ain't no hi or bye, bitch. So it's like in their mind, they're like, I asked for this. This is a boundary that I created. And it wasn't supposed to go down like this, right? You were supposed to fight back against their boundaries, because that's what they do to people, right? They fight against other people's boundaries. So the audacity of you to respect my boundaries, like get back over here, beg me, chase me, ask me what I'm doing, ask me if I'm fucking somebody else yet, ask me if I'm still down for whatever you're down for. Yeah, right? So how do you even cope with this? Wow. Dare I say, for a great majority of you, the emotions were always there. Look at that. You damn Skippy. The emotions were always there, you guys. This person has a habit of creating renewals amidst a relationship to re-solidify either their power, their control, or to get validation for the emotions or the love that you may have for them. They like to see people grovel or chase, beg them. I don't even think you were sad about it. If you were, you didn't show it, right? They have no idea that you cared, yet they care so much. I always feel connected to you. And dare I say, your value was always there, but I feel like you respecting this person's boundary and moving on with your dignity, with grace, with pride, right? Like just knowing your worth. Amplified that, okay? You went all the way to the top, straight to the top in their mind in value. What weird energy, you guys. This is a weird one, okay? I'm afraid it's too late to take action. So this person is waiting in the background, right? They do know that they've made a mistake. They do know that accountability would be necessary, but also you might not even fuck with them like that no more, right? Like it's running the risk of having that ego shattered by your rejection that's really stopping them, okay? It's creating some stagnation here. Does that mean that they won't move? No, because they do want out of this car that's going 1 billion miles per hour straight towards that wall of emotions that they have been so conveniently packing away their entire life. Let's see. Please give us exactly what else we need to know. Thank you so much. So we have 3 more cards. Oh, okay. Dare I say their own red flags are becoming very clear to them, you guys, right? Because this is a bet that they made. This is you giving them what they asked for, and now they quite literally cannot handle it. They want to turn back the hands of time. They want to change that, right? It's no longer, I want space and I'm not ready for a relationship. Now it's, I want to fucking marry you, like, period. Playing with fire. Oh my gosh, I didn't even see that. I did not even see that. Look, it's right there. Look at the bottom. Please focus. I need y'all to read it on your own. Read the bottom line. Do you understand? And now they're burning. Dare I say, for some of you, they might quite literally be burning. So protect yourselves. Because I did hear that they either tried to go out to date or whatever, or they may have tried to use passion in order to get their focus or their mind off of you, to break this connection, build a soul tie elsewhere. And whoever they were fucking around with, nasty. It's not for all of you. Don't force anything to fit. They were trying to create this fantasy, right? This fantasy land where whatever they say goes. And Spirit is like, yeah, no. Soon as you get up off that day, soon as you get up off that pump, soon as you get up, you will suffer. There will be suffrage here. They are suffering. Look, okay? It's not a joke. And I almost feel like your ability to not show emotion here, even if you felt it, okay, is coming off as confident to this person. Your confidence really grinds their gears. They don't understand it. For somebody who's always had the ability to manipulate people into thinking that they are the prize, that they are the manifestation, that they're the one and only. They don't quite understand why you're the one, right? To do this, to be successful at this, or why you would ever try to do this. They also don't believe that they should be the one experiencing this turmoil. Okay, I almost feel like this person feels like they need to have, misery deserves company is their motto. Okay? With this equal give and take. That's what I'm hearing. This is wild. I don't know if I would trust this one, you guys. You're like, no shit, Sherlock. Listen, free will is at play. And this is not to say that it could never work with this person. It's just, with what we have going on here, this is somebody who is still trying to figure it out, right? They're only now recognizing that they don't get to choose who they fall in love with, right? This is one of the biggest lessons that this person has been taught in their lifetime. Okay, one of them. Because you can't just go tampering with people's feelings, right? Look at that, 10 of Pentacles. Tampering with people's feelings, building things, right? Pretending to be this emperor or empress, okay? And then wreaking havoc. I feel like you feel betrayed by this person, or you did feel betrayed by this person. It was a lie. For some of you, the red flags were not present. Can I say that? 10 of Pentacles, 3 of Pentacles. There's no way that you would have known that this wasn't actually an emperor. Okay, so they had ways to cover up their lack. Okay, the ways in which they lack. They may have had the money, they may have had the resources, they may have even had the talk, but there was absolutely no walk. And where they fell short were things that you would not actually be able to uncover unless you spent a certain amount of time with them. So I do feel like the two of you started to build something, but you didn't recognize that their foundation was sand, quicksand. That also plays a role into this person's insecurities, because that would be the only reason why their reciprocity looks different. Their idea of reciprocity looks different than everybody else's. They try to lock people down before you can realize this, though, okay? Before you can see the red flags. Their red flags are internal. And they do lie, they do gaslight, they do manipulate, right? Like, they talk a good language. For some of you, there was some love bombing going on here, especially with the 10 of Pentacles. There may have also been some future faking about what the two of you will build together. And it appeared to be something that was truthful, because from the outside looking in, this looks like an emperor, right? Gender doesn't matter. This is about status. This is about where somebody is in their life. So there's no way that you could have known that this person has been avoiding certain lessons for a long time, babe. A long, long time. And what they do is that insecurity makes them want to test people. It makes them want to break shit. And the other person trying to desperately fix it, bring it back together, figure out what they did wrong. Why did it go from 10 of Pentacles to 5 of fucking Swords, right? That's like a mind fuck out of this world. Hello. How? Those are such extremes, right? So to get people on this hamster wheel, to want to fix it, to want to figure out what they did wrong, but you didn't do anything wrong. All of that was internal. Yeah, they're now pointing out that the 10 of Pentacles and the 3 of Swords is slightly covering this red flags card. So their red flags are not on the surface. They're not surface level. But what they didn't know, what they did not know is your self-worth, right? In the way that you value yourself. Even if you weren't able to acknowledge the red flags initially, you're still not one to chase. So dare I say, this person has they've never dealt with an Aquarius before. I'm gonna say it. We don't chase, bitch. Okay? Ever. Not even our own children. Okay? We just give them that look so they bring their asses back. We don't chase. And that is the checkmate bitch of the year. Okay. Checkmate of the year. Okay, you are the MVP. You created this chess shit, bitch. Need a hand clap down below for all of us, okay? Even if this is not your storyline. I'm very curious to know who is resonating with this thus far. And I do want to see some hand claps down below, okay? So we can support each other as a collective. Because the aha is your strength is also something that they would not have been able to see on the surface. It's not until you're tested that that strength is shown. They navigated their way into your life very snake-like is what I'm hearing. And what do you know? This 5 of Swords is the imagery of snakes. They weaseled their way in. They snuck their way in by way of all of their out of appearance, right? How it looked. And they thought that that would solidify this behavior, this tactic, this antic. So not only was it their doing that broke this, you broke them. You're breaking them down like a fraction batch. I love it. I love this for you. They said they wanted space, but you changed your number. You changed your address. You changed your location. You changed your name. Shut down all social media. You disappeared. Wow, poof, pow, be gone. You're out of there. They're like, that was not the purpose of me creating this bullshit ass boundary. Because it was an illusion, you guys. They never wanted that. Especially not with you. Because I do feel like this person had feelings for you. And I also feel like this person definitely felt very inadequate in certain portions of this relationship. And so to make themselves feel adequate, right, to make up for that inadequacy, they had to quickly get you in line, right? They had to quickly be able to see. They needed to see if they dangled the carrot, if you would jump for it. And you didn't. You didn't. You did not. And you would not. So now they're in this car, driving where? What did I say? Towards a wall, bitch. Full speed ahead. No brakes, ho. All curves. And blindfold. Right? Yeah. Them having all of these realizations doesn't mean that they've actually learned the lesson, okay? It says they are being taught a lesson. It does say that they're being taught a lesson. That doesn't mean that they've actually learned the fucking lesson. You know, we've all been to school before where the teacher's speaking foreign languages like, what? Wah, 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 wah. They are actively in front of the class teaching. Do you understand what the fuck they're saying? No. How can you learn if you don't understand? This is what we're dealing with, okay? So that's not to say that that hasn't happened, but none of these cards suggest that they've actually learned the lesson. They're still trying to figure it out. Very much confused. Confusion. We have the Lovers. And the High Priestess. So you're moving in silence. Very smart. Even if this broke you, right? Like hurt you, broke your heart. Even if it annoyed you, even if it was bothering you. There's one thing about an Aquarius, right? And it's not always healthy. It can be a gift and a curse. You guys can correct me if I'm wrong. We're all different natal charts, right? We all have different natal charts. But in general, as a collective, we often are able to really internalize, like deal with our own shit. Sometimes people don't even know what we're struggling with. Okay, we are the strength in a lot of our friendships, in a lot of our family dynamics, right? We're the strong one. Okay, nobody really checks up. Nobody knows what's going on. We can put on a good face. Okay, poker face is what they're saying, right? Yeah. So like, you don't really know. You will never know, bitch. I will never give you the pleasure. And here's the gift part, right? The gift part is we choose, and we're very choosy, very, very picky about who sees behind that. Yeah, not everybody is getting a show, because we all know some people want to see you hurt. Some people want to see you angry. Some people want to see the lower vibrational things that you may be struggling with. Some people feed off of that. So I'm never going to ever give you the pleasure, bitch. And be very, very careful. Okay, we have to vet people very properly before we confide and let people know what's going on. So this person, they never saw that coming, right? Like that wasn't even a part of the playbook. Silence. Silencio, por favor. Did I roll that R? Silencio, por favor. Sorry. Okay? And them, no comprende. Yeah. It's rocking their world, okay? Look at that. Death, bitch. It does feel like a punishment. It does feel like their spirit guides are fucking sick of them, of this behavior. This is a pattern. This is a habit. They are fed up with this motherfucker. They are tired. They tired. They ain't enough Starbucks in the 5D to keep them enthused enough to deal with this motherfucker. Like they are just, ugh, right? Unbelievably overwhelming and exhausting. They are exhausted. This is why we have the Death card. Now, I do want to backpedal just a second here for those of you who are the type to internalize. I definitely mean that when I say it's a gift and a curse. You should, of course, protect yourself, protect your energy, and not share that with everybody. But you do need to find someone trusting, someone that you trust, a trusting confidant, and release that shit. That's where your forward movement will come. That's where your progression will come. And that is your lesson. Okay, so if you've been internalizing it, holding it in, there's both a strength in that and a weakness in that. And they want you to balance that out. Okay, so we won't spend too much time on that, but that was a message for you. So we have the Knight of Swords. Charge! It needs a little bit of straightening. Okay, shaping. To the salon. That's what this motherfucker is all about. Knight of Swords, there is no logic here, you guys. Okay, no logic. Knight of Swords is very fast energy. I would think twice if there was the World card next to like the Knight of Pentacles. Because with the Knight of Pentacles energy, they at least have thought about it, right? They at least have had some kind of knowledge that they have intaken. They have at least sat with themselves long enough to believe that they may potentially have learned the fucking lesson that they were being taught. The Knight of Swords doesn't sit anywhere, okay? This month, they just move. Knight of Swords in the World card looks like somebody just all of a sudden waking up and like, I'm moving to Egypt. Right? Very irrational. And people are like, when? Next year? No. At 8 o'clock today. They like, but it's 7:30. Right? No logic. Illogical. Okay, not 8 o'clock. I'm gonna move tomorrow. They like, but you live in Georgia. What are you talking about right now? That's this. It just makes absolutely no sense. It makes no sense. There's no enlightenment with the Sun card behind this is what they're saying, right? There's only slight enlightenment in this person, you guys, okay? The Sun card is just slightly peeking behind there. They do have the ability to control the happiness of their future, but their focus is directed towards you. It's directed outward. It's directed anywhere else but the lesson that they're being taught. Okay? So there is no enlightenment for this person. There's darkness and there's irrationality. Very stupid behavior. I don't know what they're trying to bring to your doorstep. Maybe some D. Okay, some boom, put a boom, boom, boom with the Knight of Wands. They are definitely lacking logic here, you guys. I mean, it's just beyond me. With the Lovers here, it does suggest that there's a choice between two. So you're either already dealing with someone and this is the second person coming towards you, or you will be newly dealing with someone very soon here and this is the second person. You are going to have a choice. Okay, this does feel like a no-brainer, right? The choice feels like a no-brainer. That is not the case for everybody. And I will never judge those of you who still feel any kind of connectivity, whether it be emotionally, whether it be, well, I just kind of want to see, I want proof, right? I want receipts, that sort of thing that may have you delving back into a situation that is very dramatic, guys. Okay, lots of drama here. This is a drama queen and a drama king. You thought it was an emperor. You thought it was an empress. No. They got their crown out of a gumball machine. You like, but any gum in the gumball machine? No. This is vending machine crown energy. Okay. So we have the Justice card. So the karmic justice is at play here, okay? You were both being taught a lesson, which we will look into in the extended to make sure that we have your lesson wrapped down tight to make sure that you've learned that and that you are successfully on your path towards success, right? Towards your sun, whatever that looks like, your abundance, your quality of life, the things that you are manifesting, the things that you desire, they're all in the center of this reading. So it does feel like a dual message. This person also has the ability to bring that about for themselves. I don't know if they're going to do that. So we'll also look to see if they have transformed at all, right? Like, let's see if this has changed. Will the Sun card finally show its face, or will they just actively be gladly ignorant? We'll also look into new love. You do have two choices here, among other things, and I'll also have some time frames over there. So if you've resonated with this message, then come on and follow me over to the extended reading, okay, where we are going to dig in even deeper, darling, deeper. All right, first click the like button as well as the subscribe button and the notification bell, and I'm going to put the link for the extended reading down below in the description box, and I'm going to see y'all over there. You ready? Let go.